Hey, y'all. Good evening. Good early evening. We are getting started in just a second. I have some people who may be joining us in the studio. Some people are just going to be joining us from social media. But I got a topic for today. Are you that one? Are you the one, that one, however you want to put it? But is it you? That's the question. I'm going to go into a little more detail about what that means shortly so you'll know where it's coming from. But I want to make sure that I'm setting everything up uh, properly here. Okay, I see someone coming in, and then I want to make sure that I get. I think I'm even going live on one more platform because the message is just that. Like we don't want anybody to miss. Hey, Miss Brenda.
Good afternoon, beautiful.
Yes, good afternoon to you. Hello. I am excited. I'm a little later on live than normal for my StreamYard, but I had some runs to make and I made them. But I am ready for this conversation today. Hold on, let me go over here to another social media too. We're going to share it on multiple platforms today, y'all. Multiple. We
Tag,
always do. Huh?
tag me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I um I got some wonderful nuggets this morning. I'm telling you. And some people get nuggets, y'all, and they don't want to share them. Y'all know people like that.
Yes, but
They don't
before
want
we
Hello,
get
to
into
ladies.
them, hello, Mr. Aisha. Great afternoon.
Hi.
hey, are
How are
you
you ladies doing?
Very well.
good? Good. We
Well,
getting
actually, I'm going to ask for prayer after we finish.
okay. Okay. All right, y'all. Are you the one? Hold on. I gotta make sure we're going live one more place. Yeah. We got a lot of places we're going live on today because I need people to understand what it is. Yo, it's a mindset. So hello. I'm DF Russell checking in again today. Would love to be able to go live every single day for 40 days and 40 nights because that is what my team and I are on. For those of you who have been asking, just ask us, just call us, just inbox us. We'll let you know what 40 days and 40 nights is all about. But it's only for the strong. It ain't for the weak. So if you're weak, don't call us, okay? It's not for those people. It's not for the people who stop, feeling it one day, not feeling it the next day. It's for the people who say, I got to make a change. And 40 days and 40 nights of doing anything, you're going to see a change somewhere. And so that's what we're all about, y'all. But today's topic, it's a good one. And I've even included some of my other folks over here on this social media because I want to hear from you all too. Now, if you come on here and you talking foolish, I will delete you, block you, dismiss you, whatever it is. So we're not here to play those games. I'm here talking to the people who want to know what it means when we say, are you the one?
Yes,
Are you the one? Are you that one? Yes or no, Miss Brenda?
absolutely.
Absolutely. Minister Aisha, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the thing is, y'all, it's a mindset. And a lot of people fall. A lot of people fail because they have a weak mindset. They have a limited mindset. They don't think that they can go any further than where they are. And y'all, if that's you, I'm so glad you're tuning in today because I do not want you to continue to be stuck where society says you have to be or where family says you need to be. You need to know why you were chosen. So the mindset of being that one, y'all, when we talking about that, I'm gonna pose some questions. And those of you on any of the social media platforms here, please feel free to chime in, put your comments in the chat, in the feed, whatever it is. But I want y'all to understand that being that one is the person who's going to disrupt, like literally breaking all the generational curses. Everybody says because my mama was like this, I'm probably gonna be like that. Because my people didn't do this, I probably won't do this either. I don't know who told you that, but that couldn't be the furthest from the truth. You got to really make a shift in every area of your life, in the areas that need to be shifted. You have to be the one to make that shift. When somebody says, is it you, Denise? Are you the one that's going to make the shift? Absolutely. I don't even think about it first. I'm that person. I want to do it, and then I ask for permission later. Like if I mess it up, I'll ask for permission later on. But y'all, it's not just about success, though. Literally, that's not it. It's about responsibility. It's about leadership, and it's about transformation. Okay, let's just talk about that. Leadership, responsibility, transformation. Somebody's got to take it on. Miss Brenda, what you think about those three?
I was thinking about what you said at the beginning about our mindset, and I used the word needs to be unlimited,
Okay,
expandable. And
expandable.
then I thought about the benefits of making your mindset expandable. Just in these few days of 40/40, I'm seeing major benefits to
Hmm,
my personal life.
hmm.
I'm talking a change about my properties, as well as my VA benefits. And Satan is busy when he knows you're doing what you're supposed to be doing,
Oh my gosh, please,
because
please stop.
just today, I have consideration and concern for my brother's health. So he's going to attack you when you're doing the right thing,
Yep.
and you're going to attack yourself when you're not.
Man, listen. Let's just stop right there. Let's just stop right there. I think it's somewhere in the word that says, even when I mean to do good, evil is always present. So literally, something that tried to again, and it comes so quickly, y'all. The attacks come so fast, and sometimes they come out of nowhere. And how many of y'all know when you are human? Oh, the flesh be wanting to rise up sometimes, and you say things you don't want to say. You do things you don't want to do. You think thoughts that you shouldn't be thinking. But I'm just so grateful that I have a foundation that's strong enough, and I have the maturity and the wisdom to be able to say, nope, nope, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I'm not interested. So, like you said, Miss Brenda, right in the middle of when you feel like you going up, you got to be reminded you that one. You are that one that's going to change the atmosphere. You're the one that's going to, and I think we used to ask this question: are you the, gosh, are you what is the thing that's on the wall that tells how hot or cold it is in your house? Are you that the thermostat, or are you the thermometer, or something, like one of the
The
two, right?
thermostat or the thermometer, that's right.
Right. So the thermometer tells you the temperature. The thermostat controls the temperature. So I'm the thermostat. Okay. So I got to be the person that when I walk into a room and it feels kind of heavy, am I going to be the person that kind of lightens that load, or am I going to come in here and make it even worse? You got to ask yourself that. Minister Aisha, you look like you itching to say something. Go ahead.
Well, if you think about it, let me use this analogy. From the moment we was born, right? We came here as infants, right? Each day of our life, there was some form of elevation had to come forth. We went from sucking from a bottle, being able to chew on meat, being able to take our first steps. And it goes on and on and on. Every day of our life, every moment that we get to breathe, we should be elevating. If you look from the start of time, even in our parents' days, things was different. You move with the time. Now that we are alive today, we understand that the economy is changing every day. So what do we do as individuals? Do we remain in that same bracket? Do we remain in that same zone? Do we remain continuing to do the things that we have done all our life? No. When times change, we have to change, but we have to
That's
change
true.
for the better. So when we talk about, are you the one? I am that one.
Okay.
I am the key to my family. And even I heard y'all talking a little biblical. You think about Joseph.
Mm.
Joseph was the key to his family, to where his family don't have to want for nothing right now. Even though family didn't understand what he was saying or what he was doing, he stayed faithful even when he was in prison. Why? Because his mind frame led him to believe that he was the one. And because he was the one, he was the father over a lot of nations. He brought his whole family on. So that's what I'm doing right now.
That's it. That's what it means to be the one. Prosperous Mocha, I see you out there. She said, this is my kind of talk. This is our kind of talk too. That's why we talking about it, y'all. And the thing is this is what I do want y'all to understand. Like, I'm going to dig into this a little more because it ain't about us just talking. And it's about doing. And that's what I'm trying to get my team to understand. So for those of you who don't know, I do own a travel business. And so I have a team of over 200 people. That's who we talking to and talking about, because we were chosen. Everybody in our family wasn't chosen to own their own business. Everybody in our family or in our network doesn't understand what it means to be an entrepreneur, to be a business owner, even if it means that you work in a full-time job as well. Only certain people have the capacity and the consistency to really be able to have longevity in business. And see, when you're talking about being the one, you can't just say it. I am that one. I'm the one. I'm going to then do it. Where your receipts at? Where are your receipts? That's the question. And see, when people come to me saying, you're doing all this talk, I want to be able to show them I have receipts. I'm not going to talk more than what I can. I'm going to talk up to what I know how, right? So like in our case, I know how to become a director. So I'm going to talk about becoming a director. I can't tell you how to be a 6-star yet because I haven't gotten there. And that's what people try to do. They try to tell you how to do something that you haven't done yet. Absolutely. It's hard for you to tell me that if you haven't gone that route, you haven't walked that walk. Right. I used to say this a lot because those of you who know me know I don't have children that I've birthed. I have a bonus child. I love her as if I carried her, but I didn't carry her. So a lot of times I tell people, I don't know what that process is like. I used to say, I don't know what it's like to be a parent, but I am a parent. I'm a bonus parent. I don't know what it's like to physically give birth to a human being because I have not walked that walk. So I'm not going to tell anybody how to carry a child and how to handle I can't tell you that. So be careful. Know that, when you say I'm the one, you ain't the one for everything.
Right.
I like how you said you're the one, especially in your business. You're the one because why? You're 1.5-star director, almost 2-star. Not just that, you walked the stage 5 different times. That's what make me feel confident in what I do, because out of almost 1,000 people in Wisconsin, I was number 2. It was 2 people walking that stage for Fireball. That means that took somebody. I was the one to do it that day, and I'm going to be the one to do it again, along with my teammates that's coming into the business. So you got to know you the one when don't nobody else believe you the one. When it look like you're crazy or you don't know what you're talking about, you got to prove that you're the one by having those receipts.
And that's where we're going. The journey is not easy, but it's necessary. So every time you get ready to quit, quitters out there, where are you? If you're a quitter, raise your hand. Because it's some on here. It's some out here in these virtual streets. If you are a quitter, I'm talking to you. Every time you start and quit, you are reminding yourself and other people that you ain't that one. No, you're not. You ain't that one. People be so quick, but ready to give up every time the wind blows. Ready to give up every time it gets hard. Guess what? Remember this. You were given this mountain to show others that it can be moved.
Look at Rosa Parks. Look at Rosa Parks. If Rosa Parks had gave up all those years ago, if she would have gave up, we would never be to where we are today with that system right now.
Yep. Because she was adamant about what she was doing. She knew she was going to be that one. But guess what? How many of y'all know it being that one comes with a certain weight of responsibility?
Yes.
So, you know what? Please understand this. And I know I'm streaming live, y'all. I'm streaming live on all of them. I'm streaming live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Okay, right now, that's where we're streaming from. But I want y'all to know this. the weight and the responsibility of being that one is heavy, heavy, heavy. You're going to feel pressure from your family. You're going to feel pressure or the naysayers coming out of the community. But you got to remember that there are people who are really counting on you. And see that the person in the background, in your back seat, Aisha, is counting on you. Oh, I did not mean to do this. I'm trying to
And let's
block
just say it's even in the church. Do you hear me?
Yeah,
It's in the church.
yep. But I ain't gonna dig in that. I ain't gonna dig in that. But you're not wrong. I'm just saying I'm not gonna dig in that.
Right.
But you're not wrong. And that's why I said the community, because it can be anywhere. But the
And I
thing
love the
is,
church. Let's put that out there. I love the
me
church.
too. Me too. We love it. Come on, I am the church, right? I am.
Absolutely.
I am the church. I am my family. I am my community. But the thing is, when the hurt comes from the church, when the hurt comes from the family, when the hurt comes from the community, when the hurt comes from your children, from your spouse, from your siblings, from your parents, when the hurt comes, are you still going to be the one? Most people won't. Come on, Miss Brenda, I see your hand.
I'm thinking about where hurt comes from. It starts from the mirror. The hurt starts from the mirror, because if you're not consistent, if you're not honest with yourself, doing an analysis of yourself, the hurt comes from you. So as much as you love your family, your church, your community, and many other things that you do, if you're starting that with the heart of hurting yourself, not growing or changing your financial standing, or even putting forth any effort to improve 1% every day, you are the hurt.
Yeah. And the
I
thing
like
is,
that, Brenda. I like that. Can I say something? I like that. You have to feel and believe in your heart that you're worth more. That kind of go with what you're saying. Sometimes a lot of individuals struggle with insecurities, or they feel insecurities of not knowing, insecurities of being afraid, or can I get this? Will it work? At some point, you got to stop to realize every successful person that's alive today started with a lot of malfunction. A lot of things didn't go right. They failed a couple of times, but you gotta know that greater is out here for you. You are alive not to be just existing, but to truly make an impact on yourself, your family, and the community.
agreed. Now, the thing is this. As we're going on this journey, y'all have to understand that some people aren't going to understand it because they've never done it before. And shout out to Jasmine Smith, Director Jasmine Smith, who shared this information with us earlier today. Want to give her credit for this. But I'm not going to share anything that I don't agree with. I agree with all of what she said because it's the truth. Some people are not going to understand your journey because they've never seen it done before. I can't say that I had ever met, been coached by, been in the same room and strong, what's the word I'm looking for? Meaningful conversations with a millionaire. I can't say that. Yes. Yeah, I can't say that. I can't, like most people, and I'm not talking about hypothetically speaking. I don't speak in the hypothetical. I speak in reality. I'm not saying, oh yeah, I am a millionaire. I mean, I say things like that to be, I'm speaking it into existence. But what I'm saying is I have never sat and been coached by and had conversations with a millionaire until I became part of this business, until I became part of Planet Marketing. And not just one, not just Mr. Bradley, not just Mr. White, not just Mr. Moore, but Miss Natalie Graham and JP Watkins Mukes, who's the next one. Guys, all of them look like me. All of them look like you all. The fact that I can call them and ask a question, the fact that we're in the same room oftentimes, that we can raise our hand and ask a question and get the feedback, and you better be ready for it, right? Because you don't know what might come. But because people have never had conversations or been coached by a millionaire, they think you just talking crazy when you say that my coach is a millionaire. But it's okay, because all of that is going to require sacrifice, discipline, and a mindset shift. I'm not you. I'm not what everybody else thinks should be. And because of that, because of the confidence that you end up getting, y'all, I'm 3 years from 50. I'm not here to make friends, and that's not what this is about. If we become friends along the way, that's great. But I'm not here for that, Miss Brenda. I'm here because I'm that one that God chose to make a change in my family's life. That's what it is. I'm here. I was chosen to be Lincoln Russell's wife. I was chosen to be Deborah and Leroy Fields Sr.'s daughter. I was chosen to be Kylan and Royce and all my nieces and nephews, Lance, all of them. I was chosen to be their aunts for a reason. And y'all just gotta, you have to remember that when you can, this ain't even just about you saying I'm the one. It really ain't about you. It's about knowing that you were chosen to be that one. You were chosen. I didn't birth children. So I wasn't chosen to be that one. I was chosen to be that one that can still work with children, love on children, be loved by children without having to have a child. There was a reason for that, y'all. So again, you're not just working for yourself. You're working for all the generations that's coming after you. And my thing is this: the only reason half of us don't know our great grandparents is because they didn't leave us anything. That's why. But if when I leave here, I'm able to leave a legacy for my family through this legacy business, guess what? Generations to come gonna know who D.F. Russell is. They're gonna see the big old plaque on the wall somewhere. Oh, that's who gave us this property. Oh, that's the one who did this. But you ain't gonna have nobody talking about you when you gone if you ain't doing nothing while you live. Oh, say it. Say it.
And for all of those scholars, biblical scholars, we are told to leave an inheritance for our children's children's. So we have been mandated to do so.
But that's why you have the dash.
Yes.
If you didn't have a mission, if you didn't have a purpose, you don't need a dash.
So what are you doing to do that? What are you doing to get there?
Well,
If you're not seeing results, what are you willing to do different to get there?
Yeah. Well, this is what you got to first do. You got to have a mindset shift, a paradigm shift. Everything has to change, right? Everything. Speaking of changing, sidebar. Y'all see I got red nails, like a deep red. I never, ever get this color, ever. But you know why I got them? Because I was feeling like my mama yesterday. And my mama loved her a deep red nail. And her birthday's coming up. So I'm gonna have nails for her birthday, this color. But that was the shift I had to do today, right? Like I never get something so subtle and kind of dark red. Never. But it was a shift. I had to shift something based on the conversation I had yesterday, right? Michelle said, yes, she did. I had a conversation yesterday, and it brought me to tears, saying, I really wish that my mother was still here so I could tell her that I understand now. Sometimes you won't ever understand things until the person is gone. Just like with us. Your children won't understand nothing you're trying to teach them right now until after you gone. Then once you gone, that's when they're going to get it.
Because they
So
got
this
to
is what
go
we got to
through
do.
it themselves.
They do, and
Got to
that's
go
what
through it.
made me say, I wish I could just call mama and say, now I get it, mom. I understand. I understand where you were at that point. I understand why you felt this way at that point. I get it. I get it. But here's the mindset that's required to be that one. You got to, in order to go from scarcity to abundance, there's some things you got to stop saying. You got to live or stop thinking. It ain't even about saying it. You got to stop thinking this. You got to stop thinking that I just need enough just to get by.
Mm.
That's lack thinking. I just all I need is this just to get by. And
Right.
instead, you got to start saying, I'm creating wealth, I'm creating options, and I'm creating a legacy. That's what I'm creating. I don't care what anybody says. Money may not be everything, but it helps to take care of those who mean everything to you. Money may not be everything, but it's right up there with oxygen. Try living without it. Try living without it. Let me tell y'all something. I don't, if sidebar again. How do you feel? And I want y'all to put this in the chat where whoever's listening. How do you feel when you walk into a grocery store and somebody's sitting out in the lobby on the ground eating something, but they need something to drink and they asking you for something to drink and you go get it for them. After you give it to them, what is the feeling you have? Just in one word or phrase, what feeling do you have when you're able to give to the needy? What feeling?
Grateful.
Grateful. Aisha,
Grateful
what
that
feeling?
my heart allows me to give and my pocket does too.
That's it. Come on, pocket. How
Empathy.
do you feel? Empathy. Empathy. Y'all, I walked in the grocery store and I was going in to get a case. Hey, Wilma. Wilma said, great. I, uh, I walked into the grocery store because I went to go get my new sodas. You know, the sodas I love now, the Dr. Pepper with cream, zero sugar. I said, I'm going to get me like 2 cases, and they were buy two, get one free. So I got 3. But on my way in, there was a lady sitting on the ground eating some chicken that somebody had bought from her in the store. And she asked this guy, excuse me, can you give me something to drink? I'm eating this chicken and I don't have no money for nothing to drink. You could tell she was a homeless lady. And he kept walking. He's like, oh, I wish I, no, he kept walking at first. I said, I got you, babe. I got you. I got you. And then that's when the guy said, oh, I wish I could. Whether he really did or not, it didn't matter. I heard her request and I was going in the store to get something. I said, what kind you want? She said, it don't matter. Pepsi, Sprite. So y'all know I got her a Pepsi and a Sprite, right? And when I came out, it was a feeling of gratitude that I wanted to do it and I could do it. Y'all know there were some times where if you went in that store with a 5 and you knew you needed a loaf of bread, you maybe you couldn't give her a soda and you say, dang, I wish I could. But it wasn't, she could have asked for, I don't know, whatever the most expensive thing is in the grocery store, I would have probably gotten it because I had it. So when people say money is not everything, okay, but try living without it for a year and just you're not gonna be able, you can't help the homeless being one of them. You can't help the poor being one of them. That's what Mr. White? Somebody told one of our directors when she said, how do I help the poor? They said, not be one of them. I can't help you if I don't have it. I want to be able to have it. So when you need it, I can say, here you go. Aisha, what's going through your head? Because I see it all on your face.
Well, I'm just thinking about how the majority of individual in the world um, have been taught many things, and one of them is I think most people have been conditioned to have an employee mind frame, which is okay when you're getting started, but at what point do you feel that you can come outside the box? We limited ourselves by just sticking to one thing. You know what I mean? Oh, this is good enough, or I make a little bit of this and that. When it's really not enough, especially when you have a family, especially like you just said, it's homeless people out here. We have a responsibility to not just take care of our family, but to be able to take care of others. And when you just extend your mind to think outside the box, to decide on what you're worthy of. That's the thing the thing that I think people keep missing. Okay, we work these 9 to 5s, and that's great. Again, I worked a 9 to 5 for years to where I was able to save, get a 401 plan, get other different plans where I have money sitting up saving. When I die, I get it. I get all of that. But now comes a point to where you determine what's best for you. Like, what about you? What about what you want? What about what your children want? What about, I'm just stuck there because I remember all I saw was my family working like a dog. Excuse my
Most people.
term. But
Most people.
my father was a worker. My mom was an at-home mom, and she went out to work, and that was all they know. So when you say, how do you know you are the one? I am the one. Because
Yep.
I'm the one out of my family that said, no, I'm going to own mines. And I'm going to make it so valuable that my children's children would know that Mama Aisha Williams Houston has laid a path for me. But I'm choosing to do that. Why? And I'm not, this is no shade to my family. My family, they're doing good. I think everybody have family that's kind of maybe lacking a couple of things, but I'm trying to be the example for them to let them know no matter where you come from, because I came from a path to where I did not have much. I did not finish school. I went to school on my own. Even when the odds was against me, even when I was told I had a daughter with a disability, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't know anything about that. But even knowing that, I strive to want more for her, not to sit up and wait on SSI that can cut out on me any minute.
Mm-hmm.
I pushed. I went
Mm-hmm.
back and I got my education. I got my GED, but I didn't stop there. I went and I got 2 degrees, a bachelor's and an associate. So I'm pushing to do more. So not only my family, but my daughter's friends, my
Mm-hmm. Right.
son's friends.
Right.
This not just about me. This about me just helping the community, our young generation. So I'm just
Right.
sometimes it's just a little hurtful when people laugh at what we do
Mm,
and take it as a joke. And we're doing it every day and we don't even get paid for the things that we talk about and do.
yep. It's all
But you
right.
laugh at us and you think it's a scam. Everything is not a scam.
Yeah, but we're not here to convince today. That's not what our
Mhm.
conversation is. Our conversation is around shifting the mindsets. And so I'm only talking to the people who ready to shift their mindset. So we're not even talking about that today. I don't the people who feel like that will always feel like that until their mindset shifts. And that's what we're working on. The mindset shift. Miss Brenda, I saw your hand.
Time and circumstances, but
Period.
God, but
Period.
God,
Period. Period. Period.
whatever or whomever we encounter, in whether it's intentionally or accidentally, but I don't really think we encounter people accidentally. It's up to us to reach out to them, to share what we know. I've
Mm-hmm.
been shared with even before coming into Planet and IntelliTravel. I've been shared with in a number of businesses or jobs or what have you. That's where the growth is going to come from. But the difference is your mind and your heart have to be willing to listen.
That's it. That's
It's
it.
just listening. It's not a force. It's not a reprimand. And by all means, it's definitely not begging, because if you don't want it, I don't want you to have it.
I don't.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. And that's what I'm trying to make sure our team understands. I'm not pleading with anyone. I'm not,
Absolutely.
I'm not begging. I'm not pleading. I don't want everybody on my team anyway. And so I'm trying to get through these points that I'm trying to share with y'all on mindset shift that's required. So I already gave you that first one, from scarcity to abundance. Now it's from excuses to execution.
So director DF,
Mhm.
can you please tell when they asked Mr. Bradley what was one thing that
What's his biggest
uh
mistake? His biggest
yes,
mistake. Think,
please say that.
yep, Mr. Our founder, multimillionaire in this of the company, said the biggest mistake he ever made was assuming that everybody wanted to win for their family.
That's it. That part
Assuming
right
that
there.
everybody wanted to win for their family. Everybody doesn't. So what do? They give excuse after excuse after excuse because we thought they wanted to win for their family and they didn't. That's on us. That's on us for thinking that. That's not what they wanted. So from excuses to execution, you don't have the luxury to wait for the right time. Everybody wants to wait on the right time to get started. You don't have that luxury. Time is not on our side. Time is not. I hope to live till 100 if I'm going to be in good health and in my right mind. I don't want to live and
That
be a
part.
vegetable and not be able to lead. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Right, sunshine? I see you out there. The difference between those who break the cycle and those who don't is what? Action.
Action.
That's why I'm very unmoved by talk. I'm very unmoved by that. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. And after you're doing things for so long, like when I interview people, like when I've interviewed people at schools, everybody, oh, I do this, I do that, I think, and I can see other people on my interview team like, oh wow, all excited. Oh, she gonna be good, Miss Russell. I'm sitting there like, you know why? Because I've heard talk before. And then once you get in, everything is an excuse. I used to tell people that all the time. You make too many excuses. You're always trying to get out of something. Why don't you learn how to get into something? Instead of always trying to get out of something, right? They tell us that in Planet. Everybody wants to try to get out. Try getting in. Everybody say, I
Right.
don't have time. I can't come to the Zoom. I can't come to the training. I'm sorry. I got to go do this. Why don't you try getting into it so you can learn? Because we say the more you learn, the more you earn. And that's the truth. And then,
Hey, hey, even the one that saved us, right? If he said, if you don't see the works, don't believe a word I
don't believe it. Don't
said.
believe it. Don't
So
believe it.
it's all in us doing what we say we gonna do and having the receipts to prove it.
That's it. From growth, the last one is from comfort to growth. That's the problem. So many people, hey Sharonica, so many people want to be comfortable, want to be comfortable, want to be that and I don't really do that. No, I can't. I ain't doing that. You ain't gonna grow because you too big, you too stuck in your comfort zone. I gotta be uncomfortable. And sometimes being uncomfortable is when you find out that people who you thought believed in you really don't.
Absolutely.
And it might be because you said a lot of things, but you haven't been able to show it. You haven't been able to prove it. So I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Comfort zones are where dreams go to die. So all them dreams you had, you just gonna go on right on. They just gonna go on and die because you're
So
not doing anything. You sitting still. What'd you say, Miss Brenda?
the tongue in your shoe need to match the tongue in your mouth.
It sure does. It sure does. And growth requires discomfort. Embrace it. It requires discomfort. I've been
And
doing a lot of
don't
talking today, but I'm gonna do some more talking tonight because every
and
Thursday
don't
at 7 o'clock.
quit.
Wait. Because every Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, we on here giving you information that's gonna be beneficial to your family. But it's not for all of you. It ain't for the people who just coming to speculate. If you say I'm confident in my job and they ain't gonna never let me go, this ain't for you. I don't want you to come on my
Mm.
thing. Don't come, because you still relying on Mr. Bill, who's signing them checks. Who, as soon as you see something on the news in the mornings, like the federal workers did the other day, where they got to find out that they got to leave their jobs, then that's when you're gonna be trying to go. Well, what's that Zoom link again? Right, Sharonica? They be ready then. Starbucks employees who just got laid off. If y'all working for Starbucks, yeah, call me. Call me. What were you about to say, Minister Aisha?
Reach
Get
out
on
to
the
me
Zoom
too,
travel.
Minister. Reach out to Aisha Williams Houston. I'm here.
Join us on Travel Talk Thursday. The nuggets are always dropped. The
That's it.
opportunities always offered.
That's it.
It's up
If,
to you to
And
make
in
that move.
go ahead.
everything in life we have to learn how to do. Okay.
Yep.
You have to learn how to do it. So you got to be willing to just keep going.
That's
If
it.
you don't see it work out yet, you got to stick and stay.
Yes, you do. Stick and stay, you get your pay. If you keep running from it, it's going to go to somebody else. It's going to go to the next person. Remember this, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Okay. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. The fact that it's hard is proof that it's worth it. So just know that everything that you do, and Aisha just said it, you're going to have to learn it. You got to learn it, but you got to show up too. You got to show up. I'm thinking about how I'll be in Phoenix, showing up in Phoenix Saturday. My guest in Phoenix reached out to me today. Had her appendix removed unexpectedly last week. I think she said, I just want you to know I'm going to be there. I'm going to just be moving slow. The fact that she's still going to be there. And you think about all the excuses that people make. Okay. But then coming back here and getting ready for our meeting on Monday. It's a reason. Some days I'm in that room before anybody else gets there. And I'm setting them chairs up. To shout out to Tina, she gets there. We standing on chairs, getting stuff put together. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to the team that shows up, right, Cherie? Right. I know you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the people who show up because they want to win for their families. They want to win. Some people get mad and get in their feelings and they say they ain't the one. They ain't the one. They ain't the one. Just know that. If you don't have the emotional intelligence to stay on top of your game, for your business, for your children, you ain't the one. When I see my bonus daughter on FaceTime, when I see my nephews, when I pick them up, some of y'all saw my Facebook page and some of y'all were laughing at the stories from yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. And I'm in the mall and I'm recording my boys eating pizza. That's just what an aunt does, right? I don't have children in my house all day, and not that I want any at this age. I'm good. I'm just saying, like the crying stuff. I don't have patience for that. So I saw somebody crying in the mall yesterday, and I'm watching the mama and the daddy letting them cry, and he was too big for crying. Like that was a pop. Shut your mouth. That's what it should have been, but it wasn't. So we had to I'm like, let me help him can you help him pass me my bottle of water so we can go all the way over there and eat, right? But anyway, I'm recording them and they be so sick of me. They say, TT, stop recording. Nope, because I want to keep all the moments. You know what I mean? I want to be able to go back and look at those moments sometimes. You know, while we work hard, you got to play hard too. You got to spend some time with your family. And I'm just grateful to be able to work a business that I know. What's today? Thursday.
Got paid.
Yep. And here's the thing. I got up early before I started my contractual job, the contract that I work on that I can still work remotely. I got up. I was on our company prayer call at 5:30 this morning. I was on our power hour at 6 o'clock. I was on our IMV and I was on another Zoom right after that, right? Then I started getting dressed, got ready, went to the church, handled business there, got about 7 people signed up or enrolled, registered, whatever I call it, for interviews and sending them out to different places, just relevant. Went and got my hair done, went and got my nails done, went and picked up a pizza, came back home. Then hubby called after he got off work. He got a game. I'm getting ready I'm just glad to be in a business that gives us the freedom. And you know why? You know why? It's because I know I'm that one. And you know why I know that? Because when I got fired for being honest and letting my boss know what she would never do again, she let me go. But I had this business, y'all. I had this business. God knew that I was going to be able to handle that type of termination. And he was going to give me another type of liberation where I ain't even got to worry about that no more. Everybody wouldn't, some people go and take their life when they get fired. Somebody goes and robs a bank when they get fired. Somebody goes and beat somebody to death when they get fired. Some people go into a deep depression and go stay in the house for 3-4 weeks, months, years at a time because they got let go. Man, please, I was on a trip, I think that weekend, like whatever. We're going to book this trip right quick and get this commission. Let me go on and look at the 200 people on my team. And at that time, I didn't have quite 200, almost 200 people on my team. How can I keep helping them grow? Because when I help them, when I help everybody else get what they want, I'm going to get what I want. You know what I mean? It happens that way. And that's what we're trying to show you all. If you are that one, you're going to have that mindset shift, and you're going to have to be able to carry the weight and the responsibility that comes along with it. If you can't, we're not talking to y'all. Go ahead, Ministration.
Show up. You said sometime you got to show up. You never know what doors you'll open if you don't show up. You know, I heard you say earlier today that you ain't in it to make friends. Well, when you're showing up to be successful, that's not the case. But when you're showing up, being around other like-minded individuals, you never know what type of relationships and network you would build with those individuals if you never showed up. I've seen so many people grow within this organization from a professional perspective, spiritual, psychological, emotional. So if you are a in the closet boss that's ready to open the door, you want to get out that closet and you know you a boss, meet us tonight on Zoom. Be my guest on my page. If you're on my page and you're looking, I need you in the room. I want you in the room on Monday. You are in the closet boss. You're running stuff from in the closet. You got to get out that closet so you can truly take control over your life.
All right, y'all. It's my battery about to die. Let me wrap this up. Y'all, thank you so much. Please understand the message that we said here. Go back and listen to it again so you don't forget who you are if you are that one. Remember, we ain't talking to everybody. We're talking to those who are ready. So again, if you're ready, join us tonight. Inbox any of us. Whoever you want to inbox, send a message to, let us know so we can give you that link for tonight. We'll see you at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, it's only for the people who want more. If that's not you, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all. Love y'all. God bless. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.